The first thing you heard that morning wasn't your alarm, it was your favorite song playing softly somewhere in the apartment. You frowned, half asleep, reaching out for Jungkook's side of the bed. Empty. Before you could question it, something else caught your attention, a warm, buttery smell that made your stomach rumble. Pancakes, coffee, maybe eggs. You got up, dragging the blanket around your shoulders like a robe, and walked out into the living room, and there he was. John Jungkook, the feared CEO of John Corporation, standing in the kitchen with a spatula in one hand, dancing slightly to the rhythm of your song. His hair was messy, his t-shirt half tucked, and he looked way too happy for someone who always argued with you during office hours. You leaned against the doorway watching him. He hummed along with the lyrics, flipping a pancake with a satisfied grin. You couldn't help it, your lips curved into a small smile. This man had more personalities than the entire company combined. You finally spoke. What's the occasion? You're looking so happy. He jumped a little, finally noticing you, and hurriedly lowered the music before turning to face you. We both deserve a morning like this sometimes, he said proudly, setting a plate on the table. I make you some delicious breakfast. Play some good music, isn't it romantic? You raised an eyebrow sitting down. Oh, you are trying to be a good husband all of a sudden, huh? He pouted immediately. Yeah, again. You're never just happy with whatever I do, and then complain later. You laughed, shaking your head. I was just kidding, okay? I'm sorry. You're a great husband, but surely a hard headed boss. He rolled his eyes and poured coffee into your cup. I'm a genius boss, actually, and I've been thinking maybe we should fight less. It's ruining our reputation. He looked at him for a second, pretending to be impressed. Wow, so many wise words this early in the morning. I'm impressed. He smirked, clearly proud of himself. I told you, I'm a genius. If we start acting like a perfect married couple, people might stop doubting it. You sipped your coffee, eyes glinting. Or maybe they'll just think you finally lost your mind. His jaw dropped. Yeah, why are you like this early in the morning? I'm just saying. You laughed, but he crossed his arms dramatically. Fine, next time I'll just let you burn your own toast and ruin the kitchen. Honestly, it's a relief I know how to cook. You stopped chewing. Excuse me? I mean, if I didn't, we would be surviving on ramen and delivery food every day because you don't know anything about cooking or housework. I go. I still can't believe you were on top of the class and didn't learn basic survival things. Your grip on the chopsticks tightened, trying to control your anger. What's that supposed to mean, Mr. All-Rounder? Do you want to say I'm dumb and stupid? He laughed. Till now he wasn't looking at you, so he didn't know how his words were going to affect you. Well, that's not something that is hidden. We both know you are. He stopped when he noticed your expression. He saw the poor chopstick who were becoming the victim of your temper. Yeah, did I say something wrong? Why are you getting angry? You smiled sweetly, which in your case was never a good sign. No, no, please continue. I'm dumb and stupid, right? Go ahead, Mr. Genius, CEO slash chef slash housekeeper. I'm all ears. No, I didn't mean it like that. Then how did you mean it? That I'm useless? That I should have majored in cooking instead of business? He raised his hands defensive. Yeah, why are you twisting my words? I just meant you are, not built for domestic stuff. You gasped dramatically. Not built? Am I a robot now? Should I install a cooking software? That's not what I do. I look like a Siri to you, Jungkook? No, you look like someone who is about to throw chopsticks at me. You slammed the chopsticks down. Maybe I should, at least that will prove I know how to use something in the kitchen. Yeah, why are you always choose violence, huh? You pointed the chopsticks at him, so close to his eyes that he gulped. Because living with a walking ticking bomb like you forced me to choose violence. He scoffed. Look how ungrateful you are. I did so much just to make you happy and you are talking like this. Making me happy by calling me dumb and stupid? You think I'm a fool? I go, really? It's exhausted to talk to you. And he walked out of the kitchen. Yeah, John Jungkook, where are you going? We are not done yet. Forget it. His voice came from the room. The elevator doors opened, the whole floor froze. You and Jungkook stepped out, both holding files, both walking side by side, and both glaring straight ahead like rival gang leaders. The receptionist at the front desk sighed dramatically. One more day at John Corporation, she muttered to another employee, with our married couple pulling each other's leg. Why do they always look like they are walking out of a battlefield? They were smiling in the parking lot last night. Trust me, they were enemies in business school. Marriage didn't change that, it just gave them a legal license to argue. Ah, yes, another glorious day at John Corporation where love and war clock in together at 9 a.m. Inside Jungkook's office, the air was already thick with tension. You walked in, he is clicking like a gunshots, and dropped a heavy stack of papers on his desk with a thud that made the pen holder jump. Bold reports. You said it like you were reporting a crime scene. Jungkook looked up from his laptop, brow raised. Again, you are being violent for no reason. Oh, trust me, I have a lot of reasons. He scoffed, leaning back in his chair. Oh, really? You were the one who ruined my morning mood, and now you're acting like the victim. Look at you, such an ungrateful wife. Your jaw dropped. What? What did you just say? You heard me. I put so much effort into setting the mood this morning, cooking breakfast, and you ruined it. You folded your arms, glaring. I did. You are the one who insulted me, saying I'm not fit for the kitchen. Did I lie though? Did you even boil water once in your lifetime? John Jungkook, you're crossing your limits. The door suddenly opened. Both of you froze mid fight like two kids caught by a teacher. It was Hannah, and she looked way too confident for someone walking into a hurricane. She entered, her heels clicking, her eyes darting between you both. Mr. John, these are the additional details for the project. I have included the official contacts and the timeline for when work begins. She slid a file across his desk, trying her best to ignore you, except you didn't let it slide, literally. You reached out and grabbed the file before it could reach Jungkook's hand. Hannah's jaw tightened. You calmly flipped it open, skimming through the pages like a queen, inspecting her servant's work. Miss Manager, you do remember who is volunteering the project, right? All reports, files, and even minor details must pass through my office first. It's my duty to take them to him. The smirk that followed made Hannah's smile freeze. She scoffed, of course, but since the CEO, Jungkook cut her off, surprisingly calm. Ryan is right. Hannah blinked, caught off guard. But sir, you cut in with a bright, fake, and proud smile. You're not allowed to question that. And one more thing. You took a step closer, lowering your voice but making sure Jungkook heard every word. Don't walk into this office when I'm here. I hope that won't be hard to remember, Miss Manager. Hannah clenched her jaw, eyes darting to Jungkook for backup, but he was already pretending to be busy adjusting his tie. Understood, ma'am. She replied through gritted teeth, then she turned and walked out, heels clicking faster this time. The door shut and silence fell for a minute. You turned to Jungkook, who was still pretending to read something very important on his laptop. I'll deal with you later. You grabbed the file and strutted out of the office like a woman on a mission. Jungkook sat frozen for a moment, then leaned back in his chair, running a hand through his hair, and burst out laughing. Wow, how did I convince her to marry me? I seriously need to remember that strategy, he muttered, grinning to himself. He chuckled again, shaking his head. From yes, Mr. John, to I'll deal with you later, in 3 seconds. This woman is something else. You closed the door and started walking toward your desk when your eyes caught Hannah standing nearby, pretending to go through some files. Her expression changed instantly. The fake polite smile melted into a glare sharp enough to cut glass. You smirked, walking closer until your heels clicked right in front of her. Oh no, did you feel bad? You tilted your head, eyes twinkling. Well, I do too. When you interfere in my work and think you can tame my husband, stay in your place, Miss Manager. You flashed her one last smile before turning around, leaving her standing there with clenched fists and fire in her eyes. You reached your desk, plopping into your chair and spun it around once with a sigh. Am I really not domestic? You muttered to yourself, then scoffed. What am I even thinking? Of course I can cook. Then your confidence faltered. But I never actually did cook. You rubbed your forehead. Ash. You picked up your phone and dialed your mom's number. It rang twice before she answered, cheerful as always. Oh, Ma, how are you? Are you busy? Just having tea. Why? What happened? Great. Then can I ask you something? You hesitated. Can you help me with something tonight? Help with what? With cooking. The scene cut to your mom sitting in her cozy living room mid sip and she froze. The teacup stopped right in front of her lips. Why do you want to cook? What do you mean why? Just tell me, will you help me or not? You never even boiled water in your life. Forget it. You and my dear son in law can just come over here. I'll cook a delicious meal for both of you. It's been a while since I've seen him anyway. Your jaw literally dropped. She literally worshipped her son in law. It's okay, Amma. I'll seek help from somewhere else. Why in? But you hung up before she could finish. Her mom sighed, setting her cup down. Ash, this girl. But why does she suddenly want to cook? Did something happen? Did they fight again? Meanwhile, you exhaled, frustrated, tapping your fingers on the desk. Ash, why am I even doing this? Still, you grabbed your purse, told your assistant something quickly, and walked toward the elevator. Tell Mr. John I left early because I'm not feeling well. The assistant nodded as you disappeared into the lift, the doors closing behind you. Evening rolled in. The office was quiet, too quiet for Jungkook's liking. He sat in his office flipping through reports when he realized something was off. No sarcastic comments, no sharp comebacks, no sound of you arguing with someone over the phone. He pressed the small bell on his desk once, twice, still no response. He frowned. Where is Wyan? Why isn't she answering? His assistant men hurried in. A secretary named left in the afternoon already, sir. He looked confused. Left? Where did she go? I'm not sure, sir. She just said to tell you that she wasn't feeling well. Not feeling well? He stood up immediately. What happened? He pulled out his phone, calling you once, twice, no answer. His jaw tightened. Without a word, he grabbed his coat and car keys. Handle everything here. I need to go check on her. Yes, sir. And just like that, Jungkook stormed out of the office. The same man who, hours ago, argued about breakfast, now speeding down the road like a worried husband who had lost his peace along with his wife. You stood in front of the stove like a warrior facing an unbeatable enemy. Flour dusted half your face. Your apron string was tied wrong, like twice around your neck. And your hair looked like you had just come out of a storm. Light, you stupid thing. Light. You muttered to yourself. You pressed the stove knob again and again, but it refused to cooperate. You finally slammed your hand on the counter. Hush, why are you not working? Are you possessed or something? You grabbed the lighter dramatically, glared at the gas flame area like it was your mortal enemy, and flicked it again. Poof, a sudden mini flame whooshed up, making you scream and jump back. Yeah, you demon stove. I wasn't ready yet. You pointed the spatula at it like it was a sword. Then the egg you had cracked earlier started sliding off the counter. You gasped, trying to catch it, only to have it splat perfectly on the floor. Unbelievable. The eggs betrayed me. Then the blender behind you made a sudden whirring noise out of nowhere. You turned in shock. Yeah, I didn't even touch you. In your panic, you grabbed the wrong button and it started spinning faster. The lid flew off, spraying batter everywhere on the wall, the cabinet, even your forehead. You just stood there frozen, a spoon dropped to the floor in defeat. I'm gonna burn this kitchen down someday. That's when the front door opened, footsteps. You turned, your hand still holding the poor spatula like a weapon. Jungkook walked in, slightly out of breath, coat still on, and the sight hit him like a punch. You, covered in flour. The kitchen looked like a desert war zone. He blinked once, twice, then. What in the holy Michelin star mess is this? You froze, caught red handed. Literally, you had ketchup stains too. Don't you dare laugh. He tried, he really did, but then his lips twitched, and the next second, Jungkook bent over the counter, laughing so hard he almost fell. Oh my god, Vine, are you fighting with the appliances? They started it. You said, offended. He walked toward you, wiping tears from his eyes. You look like you lost a war with a toaster. Shut up, I was just trying something new, cooking or exorcising demons. You glared, lifting the spatula. One more word and you are joining the blender. He chuckled and gently took the spatula from your hand, setting it down. Then softly he reached up and brushed a bit of flour from your cheek. You are cute when you try. I wasn't trying to be cute, I was trying to prove I'm not useless. He smiled. You are not, you are just dangerously determined. You crossed your arms looking away. You said I can't even boil water. You proved me wrong. You almost boiled the whole house. Yeah, he laughed again, stepping behind you, arms sliding around your waist. You struggled a little, but he pulled you close. Hey, stop being mad, hmm? Next time we'll cook together, deal? You better not tease me, you muttered. No promises. You elbowed him lightly, but your smile betrayed you. He leaned in closer, resting his chin on your shoulder. You smell like flower in disaster, but I think it's my new favorite scent. You rolled your eyes, trying not to laugh. You are impossible and you are adorable. Now move before you burn something else. Find Chef John. That's husband John in the kitchen. He winked, grabbing an apron while you groaned. He started cooking properly while you sat on the counter swinging your legs, watching him secretly smile at you every few seconds like nothing in the world mattered more than this chaotic little domestic disaster of a wife. The house was finally quiet, dinner plates were washed, the kitchen was saved from its near death experience, and the air smelled faintly of Jungkook's cooking. You both walked into the bedroom, tired but calmer. He dropped onto the bed with a deep sigh while you slowly sat beside him, playing with your fingers. There was a short silence before you spoke. Jungkook? Hmm? He hummed without looking. I'm sorry. He turned his head surprised. You avoided his eyes staring at your hands. You were right. I'm not domestic. I can't cook without starting a world war in the kitchen, and I shouldn't have gotten mad at you this morning. He smiled, soft, warm, a little teasing. Hey, it's okay. He reached over and tucked a strand of hair behind her ear. So, what if you don't know how to cook? You cook people and haters at work every single day. That made you laugh, that quite reluctant kind of laugh that slips out even when you are trying to stay serious. Wow, romantic and savage. That's new. What can I say? I'm a man of many skills, including getting on my nerves. That's my favorite one. You hit his arm lightly, but he caught your wrist and pulled you closer, his hand slipping around your waist until your head rested on his chest. Let's not fight tomorrow. You said the same thing yesterday. Yeah, but this time I mean it. You said that yesterday too. He chuckled, squeezing your shoulder gently. Aish, fine. Let's fight a little. Keeps things exciting. You are unbelievable and still your husband. You looked up at him, smiling despite yourself. You're lucky I love you, John Jungkook. Oh, I know. You remind me every time you throw something at me. You gasped. Yeah, I threw it once. Once today? Yes. John Jungkook? He burst into laughter, rolling to the side as you started hitting him with a pillow. I go, here we go again. My violent wife is back. Keep talking and I'll show you how back I am. Both of you laughed, tangled in the blanket.